Hey, I'm Ted, and we got Richard over here. We're the Cornbread Ted Dynamite Duo, and we are coming to you all the way from Young Harris, Georgia this morning, which is about 15 minutes. We're going to play a few tunes for you and tell you about the kind of music that we play. And somebody was asking us about bluegrass a minute ago, and we'll talk a little bit about that. We get that sort of question a lot. But tell you a little bit about ourselves before we get going. This is not our full-time gig.
It's not our day job.
Sort of. It kind of is for him, but not this. My real gig is we both teach. We're both professors over at Young Harris College. The music department likes for me to be very clear that I'm not in the music department. I'm in the art department. And really, sculpture, painting, and that kind of thing is what I'm really good at. And then I've been trying to play music for a long time. But I'll let Richard, who is a musician, tell you about himself.
Yeah, I teach at the college as well, but I am in the music department. I don't always admit that I play with Ted when I'm in the music department. But it's been an education working with Ted because Cornbread's music is different from music I normally play. I typically teach classical music. We teach classical guitar. It's generally the curriculum at the school. So this has been an eye-opener and an amazing experience working and learning about not bluegrass necessarily, but let Ted talk about that later. The style.
Old-timey music.
Yeah, kind of old-time, kind of Appalachian, kind of.
Sure. And so, what classes are going on? Are there any music classes happening, or building instruments, or anything like that this week? I don't know.
They're doing roots of the folk school song and dance.
Okay, all right. So we got some musicians out here. Anybody? Good. I like musicians out here listening to me. It's a lot better if you don't have any. Yeah. All right. We're way more comfortable now. So the kind of music that we play at the folk school, they play. I mean, you get all kinds of things here, all kinds of interesting things. But there's definitely like a culture of old time, and that's a very particular genre with fiddles and open back banjos and lots of different things. But and so we play a little bit of old time. I like all kinds of music, but the stuff that we did a weird mix. We call it Old-Timey Ruckus music because that doesn't really mean anything.
It's just how we sound.
But one of the things that we have recently learned that we're very attracted to is something called hokum blues, and it's sort of an upbeat, up-tempo, kind of humorous, risque. Subject matter from the 20s and 30s. It's sort of a subgenre of the blues. And we got a lot of those songs, but we didn't really know what they were, but there was something about them that we liked. And so we're going to play a few of those. And then we play a weird mix of other things, from like some old Dixieland jazz to some stuff you all recognize. And then, we'll even do like an old time song here and there. So a little bit of everything, but it's not exactly bluegrass, which somebody was asking about earlier, which is another particular genre. There are bluegrass jams around here, and I play in those a lot. And so there's a lot of good music in all kinds of genres, and I don't really care what I'm playing. But for us, we tend to gravitate towards early country blues from the 20s and 30s in general, and then mix in some other stuff. But enough about that. Here we go. I promise this is about a grist mill. And not anything dirty. Way down in Mississippi, there's a town of all the hill. All the men send their women to the grist mill. They call it grind so fine. Yes, I grind so fine. And everybody found the love because I grind so fine. to tune up because this went totally wrong. How about that? This next song I think y'all recognize. Summertime, and the living's easy. Catfish are jumping, and cotton is high. Your old pappy's rich, and your mammy good looking. Yes, now hush, baby, don't you cry. One of these mornings, you're gonna rise up singing. Spread out your wings, take to the sky. Until a day, baby, hush up your crying. Cause your mammy, pappy, standing by. Summertime, and the living's easy. Catfish are jumping, and cotton is high. Your old pappy rich, and your mammy good looking. Yes, now hush, baby, don't you cry. Yes, now hush, baby, don't you cry. Thank you. That's an original. We just recently. Well, hey, before I put this up, I have to do a little plug here for. This is a made in Brasstown banjo here. by local artist Lindsay Lyden, Mulherron Banjos, and he makes these beautiful banjos, so I'll do a plug for him. We just sort of did a collaboration. He did all the hard part, and I painted words on it. And the words I painted on inside and out are some lyrics to Cluck Old Hen. And the reason for that is I have some kind of weird obsession with chickens. But the first song I ever learned on banjo in his clawhammer style was Cluck Old Hen. And so in tribute to that and all the chickens out there, I put those words on here. And I was just telling T-Claw that I was going to take this back because it won't stay in tune. That's a joke. There's no damn to stay in tune. But he's got this real goatskin head on here, and it's super cool. It definitely gives me a little trouble here. All right. But beautiful work on these. And what I was going to do is tell you a little bit about, like, this will be an old-time song. We're talking about the different genres. And there we go. No, that's close enough. This is an open back banjo, a little different from a bluegrass banjo, and most old time players play open back, but it doesn't really matter. I'm going to play clawhammer style, and and then I'll do one with a little three finger just to demonstrate the difference. But anyway, this is Cluck Old Hen tribute to that lady that taught me this a long time ago. So I'm going to switch over here and, try to play some three-finger style for you, which there's Charlie Poole. Is that right? Check my music history. One of the early three-finger style banjo players. The lore is that he was trying to catch a baseball on a bet and broke his fingers, and then they healed up like that, and then he couldn't play clawhammer anymore and had to play three-finger style. Who knows? I like the story. Anyway. But then that was sort of a segue into what eventually became like kind of a bluegrass three-finger style with Earl Scruggs, who, as they say, can like peel the bark off a tree, off a pine tree with his banjo. This one's a little more mellow. Anyway, here we go. A little demo of that style. Anyway, you hear the difference. opinion, and my fingers also agree. All right, we're going to switch back to some hokum style that we were talking about earlier. And let's see what we got here. All right, and put on my retainer. Get my teeth right. All right, this is a song by Charlie Patton, which is, he's often called the father of the country blues. This is and he played a lot of slide, kind of like Robert Johnson. And we do a few of those here and there, but again, this is a little more jaunty, kind of fun. Well, my dear, my road, sweet mama, don't you let it fall. I say, my dear, my road, sweet mama, don't you let it fall. Well, you can't shoot, break it, hang it on the wall, throw it out with a red catch on the ball. Break it, hang it on the wall, and throw it out with a red catch on the ball. My dear, my road, sweet mama, don't you let it fall. I say, my dear, my road, sweet mama, don't you let it fall. Hey! security up here. We got some t-shirts over here that they're guaranteed to make you more handsome and beautiful. So check those out on the way out. We got, we'll do a little waltz here for you, and a sing along and a dance along. So whatever the mood strikes you. I think originally by Lead Belly. And what's interesting, we played the cleaned up version there for you this morning. If you hear us tonight, we're playing tonight. Actually, we'll plug that over at Epic Catering in Hayesville, Nell's Place. We're going to play over there this evening. So if you're looking for something to do on your way home, and we might play the rough and rowdy version where he says if Irene leaves him, he'll take morphine and die. Yeah, and then instead of Irene, good night, I'll see you in my dreams, he says, I'll get you in my dreams. Watch it. All right, well, what do we got? A couple more? One more. Perfect. Perfect. I was just talking there just to waste that. All right, well, y'all check us out. We're on Instagram and on Facebook, so look us up, you can follow us there, and we appreciate the folk school having us, and hope you all had a good week up here, and I love everything they do here, art, music, everything, dancing, they got it all, fishing poles, you name it, you can do it. All right, we're going to do one, I'm originally from Alabama, so we're going to do a Alabama song for you.